It's Friday 30th of May 2020. Once again, been let down by a delivery company. Supposed to deliver a package on Monday. Waited in all day. Didn't arrive. Then they said it was coming by Friday. Got a message this morning saying your package will arrive today. Now I've just been told after waiting in all day it's not coming till Monday. So really cheesed off at the minute. Been a few funny days for me. One thing and another. Now it seems to be going right at the minute. But I know life's all about ups and downs, but it does get to you at times. So anyway, trying to clear my head. I'm walking along the Derwent walk, considering it's after 3 in the afternoon. I could have been out somewhere better. But I just thought all the way down the track, see how far I get. At least one consolation. It's 24 degrees, bright sunshine, and that's another reason I picked the Derwent walk, because you get plenty of shelter in the trees. So it's shorts and t-shirt today. That's for the first time this year. So anyway, there's not many on the path or the track. There's not many on so far. I've passed 2 so far. I haven't walked half a mile yet though, but see what it's like when we get further down. This is a nice shady spot, and there's a bit of breeze, so I've decided to stop here for 5 minutes. I used to quite often stop here and have a cigarette at one time, but I don't smoke now, so it's just a memory. But it's a nice little place to stop, especially when it's hot, because you're underneath the trees. And you can sit and listen to the birds chipping away. Not much to see. It's not a very picturesque spot, but it's nice and relaxed anyway. Well, I've just passed the railway station, and just decided to keep on walking at the moment. Don't know how far I'm going yet, but along here it opens up, so you've got no shelter from the trees. I'll see how warm it is. If it's too warm, I'll just head back. If it's not, well, I'll keep walking for a bit yet. As long as I get 2 or 3 miles in, I'll feel happy enough for today. But I'll see somewhere in the video, when I turn around, I'll know how far I've walked, and I'll just double it. So yeah, that's it. This is what I call the ramp. It's the first place from where I live, where you cross over a road. So I've just crossed over the road, and now I'm carrying on down the other side. Still haven't decided how far I'm going to walk yet, but I've been through a bit where there was no shade, and it was quite alright. Wasn't very long, only a couple of minutes, so back in shady patches again now, as you can probably see on the camera. Lots of birds tweeting on, and it makes it a nice atmosphere just to listen to the birds. See a bullfinch just there in the tree, just flew, but I probably think you wouldn't have seen it on this little screen. But yeah, there's quite a few birds here in this little area. Sounds very nice. Just walking along, thinking to myself, I wonder how many times I've walked up and down here in the last couple of years. It's got to be maybe 100, I would have thought. Something like that. Because last year I was coming down here 2, sometimes 3 times a day. And it's nice when you pass people, actually. I mean, it's not at the moment with this COVID-19 thing, but it's nice to pass people. I'm not sure how many people watch this who lives on their own, like I do, and spend 99% of the time on your own. Sometimes it's nice to bump into somebody and just have a little chat. But with the lockdown, obviously, not many people's talking to each other. They're too afraid to stand next to each other. Anyway, I'm still moving on. Well, as you can see by this sign, I've walked to Ebchester so far. I'll check how far it is, but I've decided this is as far as I fancy going today. I'm just going to sit up here where you've got some nice scenery in the shade of a horse chestnut tree, or conker tree as they call them. This sign just tells you all about Ebchester and being a Roman fort here and things like that, many years ago. So, this is the view. It's absolutely beautiful. Wonderful view out there. There's a main road running just up there, and at the top of the bank's a place called Whittenstall. It's a nice little village, got a nice pub. But like all the other pubs, it's closed down for the time being. No pubs are allowed open. Do lovely bar meals there as well. So I'll just sit and relax for 10 minutes and take in the scenery. Well, I've just left that spot, and it was 3.5 miles from home. So now I'm heading back. I was that comfortable sitting there in the shade, I almost fell asleep. I thought I'd better get up and get moving before I get too tired and doze off. I actually closed my eyes for a minute and I thought, whoa, I'm almost gone to sleep here. So I'm at the Derwent Walk pub, actually. I've mentioned it before, it's just up there through the trees. A couple of times I've walked along on a Sunday, and this arch that I'm coming up to now, just on the other side of the arch is a pathway what goes up. You can go over the top, so I've walked up there a couple of times and went for Sunday dinner and quite enjoyed it. Pint of shandy, and a summer day like the day is gorgeous after you be walking along here. Yeah, pint shandy's delicious on a nice hot day. You just sit on one of the little tables outside. That's the stairway, the pathway what goes up to the pub, and there's the actual pub up there. But like I mentioned, the one in Whittingstall, that one's closed down as well. They're talking maybe July or something like that, when they might open the pub again. Oh look, being watched by 2 horses looking over the fence. They both look almost identical. Got the same markings and everything. There's another angle of the 2 of them. Nice things, and all they must be feeling the heat. That's for sure. When I was coming along this way before, in the opposite direction, there was a few lads in the field over here. Farmers, I presume, and they were pulling, or attempting to pull tree stumps out with a Land Rover. Well, they looked like it because they were passing straps over to the other 2 on the other side. But I never hung around to watch what happens, so I'll have to have a look when I get that far up again. Well, I reached a place where they were pulling the bits of trees and that out. I thought they might have still been here, but they're gone now. They had a Land Rover just here in front of this bush, and a tractor down yonder, the other side of the field. Not this field, the next field that side. But they'll have probably been roasting out there in the open sun. So looks like they've called it a day. And it looks like they're actually taking the hedge out all the way down that field, because there's stumps left where all the branches and everything's been cut off. And down the bottom in the second field to your left here, there's a big heap of branches piled up, so I presume maybe they're going to burn them or something at some point. But never mind. I've just came back. That's the ramp I mentioned just up there. I'm now back on this side of the ramp, heading up in this direction back towards home. Well, I'm back in the shaded bit all the way back now, so it's a bit cooler anyway. Few bikes went up and down, and few people. Hasn't been particularly that busy, but there's a bike coming again now, and it hasn't been that busy, as I say. But you just keep walking up. Hi. And people are friendly again, most of them. I went through a stage where nobody would speak to anybody. And I mean, it was very strange, because I mean, I used to say hi to everybody. Or nod my head or something. But I think it was about second week into this COVID virus. Hi. You were saying hi to people and they were just ignoring you. Very strange. I don't know if I put this on before, but this is been put here just over the last few months. Just telling you about the trains and that used to run along here, carrying up to 500,000 passengers a year. That was quite busy. Now there is talks lately about the local councillor, can't remember the name, but it's on. There's a lot of people on Facebook talking about it. that they're thinking about opening this up once again and putting a railway line in, making a railway line from Concert to the metro centre. Means we would lose this walk and people would get quite a fast access to the metro centre from here instead of a bus. Down to money, I suppose. But the local MP for Rowlandsgill, I think, has actually mentioned it in the House of Commons. So watch this space, see what happens, see if we end up getting a railway line in. Just past a couple there. Didn't even bother using single file, they're just too busy holding hands to just part for a minute while we pass each other. So we're literally 2 foot apart. Some people just make you laugh, really. Well, I don't know what to say to it. Really, there's a little bullfinch there. I'm sure that's a same little thing I've seen before. It's a baby one, like. So it must be this year's chick. Yeah, interesting. But going back to that, I mean, what's people thinking? They think they can't catch it or something. You know, we're told to stay 2 meters apart for our own safety, but some people are just like unbelievable, really. Well, that's all most it for today. 7 mile. That's just the end of the Derwent walk, just up ahead. I've enjoyed it. It's put us in a better frame of mind than what I was when I left. So get back and have some tea, relax, and then see what we're up to tomorrow. I may go metal detecting up to my cousin's either Saturday or Sunday, just to pass a few hours away. Right, that's the end. There's the end there. And thanks for watching anyway. Thanks.